beef butter. It's more. Get them riches, you can pick like any money mo. Coach know you better put D-Lo in the game. Let's go.
At home, the Rockets don't hold anything back, whether it comes to their clothes. Welcome to 2K Sports for another. Stan, when you were faced with back-to-back games, did that factor into your game planning at all?
Not really, Kevin. I mean, it factored into what we did in preparation, practice the day before the back-to-back set. But I was a one-game-at-a-time guy, and whatever it took to win that night was what we were going to do, and then we'd worry about the second game when that one was over.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the center. Fox, no good. Outside Durant. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him, and the shot is good.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
Fox with it, hoping to put that miserable performance against the Clippers behind him tonight. Here's Wembanyama. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Şengün with the screen for Shepherd. Oh, good on the triple. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
So it's the Spurs now, following the score by Houston. 6 on the shot clock. San Antonio again missing.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And that one is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Durant for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
And you just love how quickly KD gets into his shots. No wasted motion.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
Tari Eason's checked in for Shepherd. Now, here's Vassell. No problems knocking that one down.
Well, the defense has to do a better job at pushing Vassell off that spot outside.
Outside Durant. Drops one in from the wing. Durant's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
The shot's good from Smith.
Smith with the size and lift to elevate above the crowd and knock down jumpers when he gets to his spot.
And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery, Stan, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Spurs.
Taken 3rd overall in 2022, Smith, instead of trying to take the league by storm, he was looking for ways to fit in within the system. And that's what coaches love about players like him.
Now here's Westbrook. His three-pointer's off the mark. Outside Durant. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Westbrook. Here's Wembanyama. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Rockets. Aaron Holiday comes in for Kevin Durant. San Antonio also making some changes. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Spurs trail by 5. Right side Westbrook. Pass to Johnson. Here's Sohan. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, we're seeing the progress on Sohan's jumper. Hard work in the offseason paying off.
And stolen by Wembanyama. Johnson for 3. Eason grabs the board. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Johnson outside. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Şengün. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And no good. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Rockets lead by 3. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. De'Aaron Fox out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Kornet in its center. Spurs trail by 3. Johnson, the pass to Fox. That one good for 2. Fox has got 5 now.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Stolen away. Johnson surveying the floor. To the left side wing. Fox, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And San Antonio shooting 43% from the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Van Vliet picks one up. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Shepard's checked in for Houston. And the three off target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Got a piece of it. Capella kicks to Van Vliet. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Van Vliet's got it all tied up now for Houston.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Fox passes to Cornette. From 11 feet away. Pass to Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Wow. Sohan just erupts off the floor for the dunk. A reminder of how athletic he is.
Shepard with the ball. Guarded by Fox. Rebound by Sohan. Count that one. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Van Vliet. Easton passes to Shepard. Releases. And he nails the jumper. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. And the Rockets got their guy with the number 3 overall pick, Reed Shepard. He brings elite shooting, blue blood basketball pedigree. He has immediately made himself a key cog in their rotation. I'm told the Rockets have high hopes for Reed Shepard for years to come.
A lot on his plate, without question. Thank you for the update, Shams. For the Rockets, Şengün's checked in for Capella, and Durant subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornette. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. Vassell, he's checked in for Keldon Johnson. And Castle is subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Even the contact can't trip up Durant's drive. He just powers past it into his shots.
And the Spurs scoring again.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
KD's shot is off. Spurs leading by 4. Vassell wide open. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Vassell's got 6 points.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
Here's Eason. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. The Spurs have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Now Kevin Durant following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
Anytime KD gets that look, it's a great possession for this team.
Fox kicks to Vassell. Spurs working the ball around now. And the basket by Castle.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Shepard, 17 points in his last outing. Off target with his 3.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his forte.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
A moment to check out the numbers for Fred VanVleet. Last season, he played outstanding. Last year, averaged 17 points a game, 8 assists and 4 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
Vassell gets it to go from beyond the arc. Vassell's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. To stop the run. Out to KD. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Spurs. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what happens in this league. You can play your A game and still get beat.
Şengün passes to KD. Durant going to work inside.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Wembanyama. He can't hit that time. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly.
Greetings, everyone. Let's first take a look at the players of the week in both conferences. Hey, Shaq. During the course of your career, you won several of these awards. That's certainly something to be proud of.
Yeah, for someone like me, I had like 100 of those.
Wow, Shaq. We're talking Player of the Week awards, not cars.
Yeah, I had 100 of those too. Let's talk about something else.
All right, getting back to this game now and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
His performance in the first half, Diesel approved. Plays physical, Diesel approved. Doing most of his damage right at the rim, of course, Diesel approved.
Diesel approved defense. The praise doesn't come any higher than that. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And the shot goes down. Fox has got 9.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
Good on the triple.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
It's trailed by 10. Here's Shepard. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Barnes passes to Fox. Barnes outside. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Now, here's Fox. 9 points in the game so far. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama.
Man, Şengün was practically in his jersey.
And that one is off. From 17 feet out. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Shepard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Castle. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. You're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Yes, we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Here's Vassell. Following the score by Houston. The shot, no good. Durant, wide open, he fires. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
He gets trailed by 11. Shepard, the pass to Şengün. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Spurs have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Connects from three-point range.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Houston making a switch. Eason's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Johnson's checked in for Vassell. Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a three-point shot.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And the foul on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Johnson outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Eason. Johnson against Eason. Sent back. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Clock at 4. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. Jabari Smith picks one up. The Spurs have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
KD can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 12. Johnson outside. Lobbed up there for Barnes. The alley-oop finish is off the mark. For Houston, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Eason's shot is good.
Known as a terrific passer at his position, Şengün excels at finding the open man.
Johnson outside. Fox with the screen for Johnson. Smith against Barnes. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Barnes has got 6 points in the quarter.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And the Spurs with possession following the shot by Kevin Durant. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Durant.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And the basket by Castle.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Durant. San Antonio also making some changes. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Barnes. Harper comes in for Castle. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And so it's San Antonio looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Russell Westbrook out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's the break. Holiday, no one around him. No good with the triple. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Cornette kicks to Fox. The Rockets pull it in.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Here's Shepherd, and right through it goes.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort. I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Easton passes to Shepherd. Westbrook pulls it in.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Castle's checked in for the Spurs. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Now, here's Fox. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Smith outside, the three. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson dishes to Fox. To the wing right side. Spurs working the ball around now. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Eason. Holiday surveying the floor. A rebound by the Spurs. Sochan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Fox, and the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Timeout, Spurs.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. San Antonio also making some changes. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Barnes comes in for Sochan. And it's Vassell in for Johnson.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
Here's Vassell. High quality look, and he sinks it. And the Spurs lead by 10. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Spurs leading by 11. And here is Fox. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's Durant with the rebound.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way and you're interested.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. And here are the Rockets now, following the bucket by the Spurs. And good that time. KD's got 25 points.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
Here's Shepherd. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And he does get the second one. And that'll push the lead to double digits. And for Houston, they're shooting it well here in the 4th quarter, 50%. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. KD's shot is off. Here's Castle over Shepherd. Castle misses. Launches it. And there's KD. That's good on the assist from Shepherd. Here's Castle. Pass to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time. Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our